Hey guys, welcome back to the P.s.I Love You podcast. I know it has been a minute since I filmed the latest episode, but I'm here and I'm back. And today we are going to be talking about autism and one because I am autistic, like I've mentioned so many times on my channel, but also this month is Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month, and I think also the key word is both, because we do need awareness and we also need acceptance. Because there are people who have low support needs that need the awareness and the help that they need, and they need all the support they can get. But with high support needs, we don't really need as much support, more so acceptance from others, and kind of try to understand our situation and kind of also help us, because like everyone knows, autism is a spectrum. It's literally autism spectrum disorder. So yeah, and a lot of people don't really like the word disorder, but it is a disorder, and it's not a sickness. It's not anything like that. It's just something that you are born with. It's just and yeah, it's a lot, but I'm just gonna talk for myself because I don't really know any other person's situation except for myself. But I'm gonna just talk about kind of what it was like for me growing up, and before getting my diagnosis and after, and how that really just affected the way that I live my life. So yeah, so I'm just gonna start with the childhood was really just, it wasn't like the most awful childhood, but I had a very happy childhood. I'm not saying it was horrible, but it was just really hard for me growing up in my childhood, because like I just dealt with so much that the person who I am now was, that affected me because of the way that who I was then was handled. So the way that I am now is like people see me as kind of like a quiet, shy person, and that's not really who I am. I'm a very talkative person, and I love talking. As you guys know, I rant and I go on all day if I could. So yeah, so basically, hold on, I need a drink. I'm thirsty. By the way, this is my favorite Gatorade. This is, what is this called? Glacier Cherry. Cherry. It doesn't really taste like cherry, but yeah, this is my favorite Gatorade. But yeah, because it tastes like Skittles. Anyway, so basically, Back in my childhood, I dealt with a lot of kind of isolation and kind of like loneliness that I just like and like also like it, because like I said, like back then I was like the most like unaware, talkative, like I would literally talk to anyone and everyone. And then and then I quickly noticed that people did not want to, well, in my head, people did not want to be around me. And I was just like, oh, okay. So, yeah. So I just like was like trying to kind of really just hoping and trying so hard to fit in with everyone else and try to be friends with everyone, because I was just like I wanted to be a part of something, because I just felt so like out of the loop with everyone. And I just felt so alone, because it was like I would try to talk to someone and literally be like, it would feel like a one-sided conversation. And yeah, I just felt like no one really wanted to talk to me. And I honestly didn't really have friends at that time period. Like I didn't really have any friends. Like obviously, like when you're like in kindergarten, like, oh, by the way, I'm talking about kindergarten. um when you're like in kindergarten, it really like is like you make your cliques real fast in the start of school. So I just was I just never like clicked with anyone. And I did have two friends who were in my class though, and we were super tight buddies. And I remember because like in our like in the neighborhood where I was, they would always have pool parties. So like we would always like be in the pool and like play together all the time. And I just remember my friends were Bart and Peyton. I remember like the two friends that I had, and those were my two friends. But I didn't have any other friends except for that, and I didn't have any other school friends that I can remember at that time. And then yeah, so and I have done some things that I'm just like, why did I do that? Because I don't know, because I could like, because I could put a lot of pressure to put pressure on myself to make those connections with people, because I always wanted, and I still do, like I've always wanted a best friend. Like I wanted to be a best friend to someone, and them to be a best friend to me. Like for them to be like, oh yeah, that's my best friend. And I never had that. So like I have had best friends, but are they my best friends? I don't know. So I just was like kind of, I felt like it was like, I don't know, it just felt weird. And then okay, in the third grade, I eventually moved schools in the third grade, because the school was in my district. So they were just like, okay, this is the school that you need to go to from now on. So now because of like all the times that I would get in trouble for speaking in class and all this stuff, I go to a new school and it's totally different. I don't know anybody. And since like this is third grade, people have been known each other for years since kindergarten. And I go into the school and in third grade, and I'm just like, I don't know anybody, but everybody has friends already. Everybody knows each other, and I'm sitting here like, I don't know how in the world you make friends, but I'm just gonna talk to everybody. I was still like, talking to people. I don't know. But I guess like unconsciously I just started only talking to people that I felt comfortable with, or I was already friends with, or like because I knew that if I just talked to someone that I didn't really know, they would just be like, who is this person and why are they talking to me? And that, I guess like that's what I was like, because of the fact that I didn't really like, when I was like that talkative and like all that stuff, like I guess it was just like people were like felt not uncomfortable, but like, you know what I mean, like unsettled with me, and I didn't really realize that at the time. Excuse me. And then in middle school, this is when, like, you're in middle school now, you're 11. Yeah, in the 6th grade you're 11, so we're all growing up. We're like, people are starting puberty and all that stuff, and it's a whole nother ball game. And hold on, my glasses are like glaring, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so it's a whole nother ball game, because people are, growing beards, people are growing boobs, girls are growing boobs. Like, it's like girls are getting their periods for the first time. It's like a whole new thing for people. And I started like being more self-aware and more self-conscious about myself and like how much space I was taking. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like why am I the only girl of my friends who is developing? Like, all of them were like, I was just like, I guess I was just the first one in my friend group to be the first one getting puberty, because I think I started puberty when I was like 9, but then it really started when I was 11, because that's when I first got my period. And I know that's like weird and like it's very taboo to talk about, especially online, but I'm not talking about it because I feel like that kind of just plays a big part in my story. So yeah. And like also like I'm constantly like trying to get friends at this time, you know speak to people. Yeah, and like I feel like I did at that time. I found like a really good group of people that I needed to grow up with and develop my, what's it called, my like my brain chemistry. I don't know what I was trying to say, but like kind of just develop socially, I guess. So yeah, like that was like the perfect people to socially develop with. as time goes by, like those are like the perfect people to help me grow and as a person, but also as a young girl. And because they taught me stuff that I didn't even know. I didn't even know about. But yeah. And I felt like a lot of the stuff that I also learned was in movies. Like I didn't even learn it from people, which I feel like these are like things that you should know, like socially, like you the things that you should know, and I did not know those things. So it was a pretty crazy moment in time. Just like kind of like learning stuff for the first time, and yeah, it was crazy. And yeah, and trying to, I wasn't copying, but I was trying to imitate the people around me because I didn't really know how to be. So yeah. And of course, this is like super autistic of me, but I was like 10 when I first watched Twilight, and I was obsessed with Twilight. So, and my favorite character was Emmett, and he still is, which is pretty surprising. Like for like the whole like 10 years now, that I have known this movie and I've loved this movie. Well, movies, because I love the whole series, but all that time, my favorite character is still Emmett. But yeah, like I would imitate the characters of the movie and act like Emmett. Like what is that? Like who does that? Like I would try to imitate the way that Emmett ran. Like if we had like running things to do in PE, I would act like Emmett and I would run like Emmett. And I just like constantly, it's in my brain, like just I can like honestly, I still remember this to this day. I remember we were playing Sharks and Minnows, and I was like, oh, I have to run like Emmett because he runs fast, so I have to run fast like Emmett. So I was like, okay, that's how we're gonna do it. And I ran, and like, and like honestly, like I still do this today. If I have like a ceramic cup, like one of those like white styrofoam cups things, like, and like I have a straw and I have like a dark drink or whatever, I feel like Bella when she's drinking the thing in the cup, if you guys know what I mean. I love doing that, especially if I'm drinking like a smoothie. That's a perfect thing, like perfect. I love doing that. It's so much fun. But that's like, I need to stop. Like, I bring up Twilight every chance I get. but yeah, so so I was just dealing with a lot of I felt also because of like we're in middle school now, so there's a lot of people. I was just like, and like some of my friends were dating, not really, but like I was just like, and like a lot of us like had, you know, crushes and everything. And me, I did not get a crush on someone until 7th grade. And yeah, like, and I didn't really get like real crushes on people, but I've only had like one in elementary school, but I don't think it was like anything really. I think it was just like I just thought he was cute and that was it. But in 7th grade, that was an actual crush, because yeah, like the classic things, like even if what he said wasn't funny, I would laugh. I'd get nervous around him, and I just thought he was so cute. Like he, yeah. And like like I don't know if this is like a scientific thing, but like every single time I would like face toward him, like my feet or the way that I was like, like whenever I was like in front of him or whenever I was near him, like I would be like my body would be facing toward him, if that makes any sense. Like, and yeah, like, and then also like if he was staring at me, I would look away. Like that's a classic thing that you do, like when you have a crush on someone. And yeah, like I actually, that was like the first time that I actually liked someone. Since then I have not. I don't really know, like I haven't had that feeling in a really long time, because there's a lot of weird people. There's a lot of weird people out there, and yeah. Sorry if you guys can hear my parents. I'm so sorry. They're talking downstairs. I can hear them. So I don't know if you guys can hear them, but yeah. So yeah. And I don't know if this is like a autism thing or not, but like it's just something that I never really, well, I did, but like it's just something that it wasn't really, I didn't think about, because I just felt like it wasn't a tangible thing that um you know it wasn't something tangible. Like I couldn't picture myself liking anyone. So yeah, and like actually getting together with someone, like it's just like it's just not for me. Like I would love for it to happen, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. And I feel like sometimes in some cases I do feel like I just like sometimes I just feel like I want a boyfriend, but like it's just like at the same time I'm just like I don't want, like I want a boyfriend, but I don't want a boyfriend, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, like it's just like the weird feelings that you get. And yeah, it was just not something that was on my mind or what I pictured for myself. And I remember also in 9th grade, I remember because we had to do like this whole project, like it was kind of like a book of you, well, of me. It was a book of me, and kind of like kind of things about me and stuff like that. And there was one prompt that was like, where do you picture yourself in 10 years or something like that. And yeah, I was like, I put down that I wanted to start a business, and I would have a really cool business or something like that, and I would have children. But I did not put a partner there because I could not see myself being in a relationship with someone. Like I can't picture myself with that, but I can picture myself with kids. I just can't picture myself in a relationship with someone, a romantic relationship with someone, having a boyfriend or having a husband. Like I don't picture myself, and I don't really want to get married anyway. So it's just like it's just a crazy, it's something weird to think about, because like I honestly still don't know what I want to do in my future, because there's so many things I want to do, so many creative things that I want to do, and I can't make up my mind. It's either me or the Gemini in me that I cannot make a decisive decision at all. it's either me or it's the Gemini in me, because it's like I'm so indecisive when it comes to like things, because I know I want so many things, but I have to choose something, or just choose, and it has to be one thing, and I'm just like, what? I want to do so many things in my life. Like, I want to be like Barbie. Like, I want to have so many jobs and careers that I'm like, yeah, like I want to be cool like that, because I want to be like a very cool, independent, powerful woman. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I know I'm not really talking about autism, but I'm just talking about me, honestly. But right now. But yes, so when I got to high school, my first 3 years were the worst years of my entire life. And yeah, I was just honestly just struggling so much mentally. I had so much anxiety. And honestly, I was just like in a battle with myself all the time, because I had so much anxiety and I did not want to be there at school. Like, I literally wanted to do nothing. Like, I really just was like having the worst time internally. I'm gonna put this right here. I was just having the worst time internally, mentally, and yes, and that is also, hold on, yeah, that is also the first time that I mentioned to my mom that I was, because I was like, like I love psychology, I love like stuff like that. So when I didn't know at the time, like before that, I did not really know what autism was. But I was like, but when I saw it, and I was like, oh, this is really interesting. And then I watched videos about people who had autism, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I watched more videos, I watched a lot of TED Talks and stuff like that, and I did a lot of research, and I was like, wait, am I autistic? Like, and I was like, oh, like this is me. Like, this is like everything that I've gone through. And I was like, I think I'm autistic. So I was like, I need to talk to my mom about this, because this is like, I was like, this is like something. Then I find out that, for one, that um I did not know this before, that when I was like first, like, when I was like not, I don't know what the term is, like a toddler. Is it a toddler? When I was a toddler, I guess, I was like late developing, so I didn't really talk. I don't remember what age my mom told me, but I didn't really talk. I didn't talk until late. I think it was like 2. I didn't talk until I was like 2 or something. And then yeah, I was just a very late developer. I think on something else too, but I can't remember. But yeah. And also, another thing that I did not know And I thought it was really weird, but I didn't really know what it was for. All I knew is that I had comprehension problems, and that's all I really knew to the extent. But I did not know, because like there's like two types of plans that you can have. There's a 504 plan, and then there's an IEP, and those are for school. Those are in school. They are to help people who have problems like me, who are um who are neurodivergent. And I was like, huh? Then why haven't I even gotten tested or anything? And come to find out that when I was first thing, they thought about it, but they didn't do anything about it because they were like, nah. So yeah, like I could have gotten tested. I could have gotten tested way before then, but I got officially diagnosed about when I was like 18 or 19. I can't, like, I honestly don't remember, to be honest. But I think it was like 2022 that I got diagnosed. So I think I was 18. So yeah, so hold on. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. So yeah, so I deal with a lot of just like kind of going back and forth. And every year I was just like, Mom, can I please, like, and I had to kind of like do all this convincing and stuff like that. And I was just like, why am I trying to convince you something of this? Like, I know I have autism and I'm gonna get tested. And it took me a few years, and then yeah, when I turned 18, I had to get like a new doctor or something, and I was like, oh, why don't I start the evaluation process to get assessed for autism? And so I did that, and then I found someone to do my assessment, and yeah, so they just asked me a few questions. Well, no, I did like they gave me like a questionnaire kind of test thing, and then they just asked me questions, but it was like literally the same questions on the thing. And then yeah, so we just had a conversation, kind of just talk about things and all that stuff. Excuse me. And yeah, so it was very simple. And then yeah, so I got tested, and then yeah, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I have autism. So yeah, and so yeah, and then like a year, I don't really know when, it was like a few months or a year after my diagnosis with autism, I got my diagnosis for ADHD. And yeah, because yeah, and I was like, okay, so yeah, because also she was like, we can do, because like I was like, we were just having conversation, because she was my therapist, so as well, because she does therapy as well. So yeah, so we were talking, and she was like, this kind of sounds like ADHD. Do you want to do assessment for that? I was like, sure, yeah, we'll do that. And then yeah, Turns out I did have ADHD. Oh, my head hurts. I don't know like how to fix that. But yeah, so I got that, and I do have anxiety, but I don't really have a thing for that. Because to be honest, in my opinion, you don't really have to have a diagnosis for anxiety. Like, that's just like, you either have it or you don't, but still, like, it's just something that is just like, it's more than just nerves or nervousness or anxiousness. I feel like being anxious and being nervous are two different things. And for me, I was like very much anxious. And yeah, like there was a point also where I had oh my gosh, that year was honestly oh my gosh, that year was not good. But yeah, I had so much anxiety, and that is also when my tics started. So yeah, because I do that, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I needed to stop because it was just getting on my nerves, because I was just like, this is very annoying, because I was like, I don't want this to happen, but it keeps happening and I don't know how to stop it. And yeah, and now I just like kind of deal with it, because honestly, there's nothing really that I can do to stop it. I don't think there is anything that I can do to stop them, because I don't really know, because like there is like a few things that could be causing them, but like I don't really know like where, like what I can do to stop, because they just like happen out of nowhere. I don't know. But also they also happen a lot more if I'm in a high stress situation, or if I'm like very tired. Like, oh my gosh, those things will never stop. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. But yeah. And then yeah, at the same time as me getting my diagnosis, I read this book right here, which this one is called Unmasking Autism by Devin Price. And I took the dust jacket off because I just did not like the dust jacket. I'm sorry, but I just didn't like it. And I know it keeps the dust and like all that stuff, but I was just like, I don't really care, to be honest. So I took it off. So yeah, and I annotated the heck out of this thing. And yeah, why is it, oh, this is upside down. But yeah, so I underlined the heck out of this thing, and I have a lot of notes and things that I wanted to kind of like, if I look back, I just wanted oh my gosh, can I speak? There are things that I just wanted to remember if I ever look back into this book. So yeah, and there was like a really this was a really good book to kind of understand autism and kind of know and like learn about the neurodivergent worlds that I didn't even know existed. So yeah, and I did a lot of, you know, research and like trying to choose the best thing to kind of learn more, because like I didn't really know like anything. Like I know I did a, like, you know, I did my due diligence. I watched videos and did that and did research and stuff, but I didn't really know, cuz like all that is just like their experience and this and that, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what autism meant for me. And this book kind of helped me kind of realize this, and realize that, and kind of like learn. And it helped me also just like learn a little bit more about myself by reading this book. And it really just helped me really a lot. And yeah, it really did help me grow as a person, and kind of just understand more, and kind of more about myself, but also above and out of myself, kind of understand kind of the world around me, and like what it's like for other people who have autism. Because yeah, it's just like kind of just like part of who you are. It's not really anything, it's not anything bad. And I really don't like when people treat autism like, oh, like they have autism, oh, I feel so bad. Like it's nothing to feel bad about. It's just a part of who someone is. And yeah, like, and it shouldn't, like, having, like, also, like, I really don't like when people say, like, oh, like, well, everybody has a little bit of autism. No, you don't. No, they don't. You either have autism or you don't. You either have ADHD or you don't. You either have anxiety or you don't. So, or also, like, you're either depressed or you're not. Like, there isn't like, oh, you're a little bit. No, that's not a thing. That is not a thing at all. You either have it wholly and fully, or you don't. Not, there's no a little bit or not. No. We're not gonna do that, because that's just not how it works. Okay? And I'm not trying to be like mean or rude or anything. It's just like, it's the facts. It's a fact. So yeah. But yeah, and like over the past few years, how long has it been? It's been like 3 years, or almost 3 years, since I had my diagnoses. And and I've been like trying, like, excuse me, I've been trying to kind of figure out what this means for me, and kind of figuring out like who I am and who I want to be, and like other stuff like that, because like, you know, for like other reasons, like I'm just trying to figure out, because for a long time, like, also, like, I was so trying to be someone who everyone wanted me to be. And yeah, because people, I'm trying to get comfy again, because people, I want to get like all close and personal, like June Barrymore does. But yeah, like, you know, like, people want people to be silent and subservient and um just like be proper humans, but that's not how, like, especially like children, like, they need to be restless, they need to, you know, have fun, they need to rebel, because that's just who they are as children, and children should be children. And I don't think also putting like those kinds of standards on people who are, you know, kind of like like, children are impressionable. If you say something like, oh, you like, or like say like to the class, oh, she's so quiet, everyone should be like her, like, how is that gonna make me feel? Like, I'm not talking because I literally have no one to talk to in this class. I literally know no one in this class. So how in the, like, if I did like have my friends in this class, I was probably like everybody else. You'd probably be saying like, hey, Paris, you need to calm down. Like, you need, well, not calm down, but you need to quiet down. Like, no situation there's no situation where teachers should be putting that kind of pressure on your student, where they have to feel like, oh, this is like the idea of the perfect student, where they should be quiet, they should be doing their work. And yeah, like, people should be doing the work because that's what they're at school to do. They do work and, well, schoolwork and learn and whatever. And but like, I feel like school should be a place where they should be able to learn, but also have, like, it should be fun. It should be fun. And I don't think that, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my point was, but I hope you try to understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I was trying to say, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. I don't know. But yeah, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to make a video about this, but I hated the video that I made about it, so I was just like, no, that's never seeing the light of day. But I'll talk about it a little bit here, because like, now I just like don't feel the need to make a whole video on this, because I just don't think it's that important. But yeah, so for me, there are a lot of firsts that I have not done yet. Like, I haven't gone on a date, never been kissed. It's like, again, like Drew Barrymore, never been kissed, never gone on a date, which I guess, like, same thing is dating. Never dated someone, never been on a date, never had a boyfriend, but yeah, like, and all the other firsts that there are in the relationships or whatever. And it's just like, when is this gonna happen for me? And I know there's a lot of girls out there that have felt the same way, and it's kind of like, honestly, crazy. But yeah, like, it's honestly so crazy that some girls just like, it hasn't happened for us yet, and maybe it will someday. But it's just like, all of us are just like, when is this gonna happen for us? And what is it about us that it hasn't happened yet? Like, you know, is it, are we intimidating? Are we too beautiful for even to come up to us and talk to us? Like, I don't understand like what it is, but I feel like, you know, it's just like it's just the question, why? Why anything? Why anything? So, yeah. And yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I don't really know what I don't really know what else to say. I kind of just wanted to kind of make this episode and just kind of just talk about autism and about like how it is for me at least. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. But yeah. There is one thing that is just like I have to say, because it's just like also like, how did not anybody notice or know that I was autistic? Because I just felt like I'm like every single time like I remember something from my childhood, or like I remember doing something, or there's a picture of me and I'm just like, how did no one clock that I had autism? Because I'm just like, oh my gosh, like that is so autistic of me to do. Like, and that like, oh, like I'm just like, oh my gosh, like and I just laugh, I kind of just laugh at it because, you know, it's just like, how did I not know, and how did no one else be like, oh, maybe she's autistic or something, because she's definitely something. So yeah. And also like it's just like um yeah, it was really just a crazy time for me and growing up. And yeah. There is stuff that I did not include because I just don't want to talk about that, um, but yeah, that's all I really want to talk about for right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. Um, if you want to see more episodes of this podcast, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you give um uh press the bell to be notified to see when I post my next video or my next episode for my podcast. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.